Hello beans. Today you are in luck because I am going to be sharing with you guys the habits that actually changed my life. I am a Libra and that means that I am stereotypically known as a lazy bitch. And sometimes, yes, of course I would rather be in bed right now. What do you mean? But these are actually the habits that have helped me stay organized, motivated, fulfilled, to become my dream self, to chase my dream life. And I know that they're going to help you as well. So stick around for the whole video so you guys can start reinventing yourself right now, today. Let's do this. A cluttered space equals a cluttered mind, and it's very true. I can't focus on one task when the dishes need to be done or the laundry needs to be folded that's been sitting on the dining table for almost 2 weeks now. It just makes my mind feel so overwhelmed and so cloudy. I can't focus on that one simple task, but I've found a way around this. Let me introduce you to a little thing I like to call a closing shift. If you've worked in retail for 10 years, like myself, you're probably traumatized by that word. But basically a closing shift is you do all the tasks you need to do at the end of your shift, or in this case, at the end of the day. So it's a lot easier for you in the morning, and it just honestly helps so much. It could be as simple as doing the dishes, putting the clothes away, having a little vacuum, having a little tidy. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be massive deep clean, but just enough to refresh and rejuvenate for your morning self so that they don't have to worry about everything. Another habit that has helped me become me, distancing myself from people that have brought bad energy. I'm finally in a place right now where I can say that I actually love my inner circle. I love my friends at the moment. They are so supportive. They're so gorgeous. They really uplift me. They're such a good vibe to be around. And it makes me so happy because these friends that I have right now are the friends that I've always dreamed of having. And I finally have them. And that is because of one simple thing. I have flushed out all the bullshit. Ta-da! Too many times in my lifetime, I've always excused people's bad behavior and shitty little actions and all this stuff that I just have never been happy with. But one day I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't like this at all. I'm drained. I'm exhausted. I feel terrible when I hang around with them. That is not how a friendship should feel. So I decided to distance myself from anybody that felt like they were judging me, not resonating with me, or just simply being a horrible person. And I was keeping them around for whatever reason. People grow in different directions. We outgrow our friends. They outgrow us. It's what happens in the circle of life. But you know what is not okay? Keeping people around that are actually bad for you because you're too afraid to be alone. You're too afraid to not have friends. Just because you don't want to deal with confrontation. Stop right there. It's so much better to be alone than to be in the wrong company. Before I found my beautiful, uplifting, supportive people, I really only had 1 or 2 friends that I had, and they were long distance. So I didn't really have anyone relatively close that I could rely on. It was just me, myself, and I, and my boyfriend and my birds. And sometimes you have to deal with the alone time before you get the fulfilling friend group vibe. So take it from me, unfriend, mute, and unfollow anybody that gives bad energy. Another habit that has helped me so much and just literally taken the weight off my shoulders is having a set day as your reset day. Every week, Tyler and I set aside a day. It's usually a Saturday or a Sunday, but it can be literally any other day if our weekend is busy. We set an hour or 2 aside and we do all the big chores that we simply didn't have time for during the week, like washing the sheets, sweeping the floor, doing a deep clean of a room or 2, just all those kind of shitty chores that you really don't want to do every single day. I mean, you don't change your sheets every single day, but you get what I'm saying. I feel like it takes a load off us because we can focus on everything else like work and our social life, and we don't have to be burdened by the chores piling up because we have this one set day to do them all on. Obviously we do the dishes or we do the vacuuming when it needs to be done. The structure of it is really good as well for our relationship because it takes the pressure off the one person who feels like they are burdened with the cleaning, and instead we come together and do it together, and it's just a really nice time. Whereas if one person is just burdened with the cleaning, it can lead to resentment in a relationship, and obviously that is not good. Okay, Charlie is joining us now. Do you have anything to say? Stunning. We love that. Got all the birds today. Hello. Have you got something to say? Oh, a little hiss. Okay. If you live alone or don't live with your partner, obviously, the burden of cleaning does fall on you, but I just feel like having that one reset day and having the routine of it really helps take the pressure off and helps you stay more focused and balanced throughout your life. It really does help. I honestly don't know what I would do without my one reset day. I would probably go insane. You want to know another habit that has helped my life? Okay, you got it. Working out at your own pace. As somebody who is not gifted in the athletic side of things and is a total beginner when it comes to the fitness world, I always thought the fitness girlies on TikTok and YouTube with their 10-step fitness routine they have perfected for themselves was also for me.
Oh God, no.
It's taken me a while to mentally realize this, and it sounds so stupid when I say it, but working out and staying healthy isn't only confined to going to the gym, running, or lifting weights. It can be through dancing, bike riding, walking, jump roping, sport of any kind, swimming, whatever you enjoy and whatever works for you at any time. Go and do it. And maybe a 10-step gym routine isn't for you. It's definitely not for me. I couldn't do that, no. I really enjoy walking and staying at home in my little cocoon. So instead of fighting that and trying to do something that I don't enjoy in order to stay healthy, I have embraced the cocoon life. And I went out and got myself a walking treadmill and some weights to do at home. And oh my God, like I actually enjoy working out now. It's so weird. Like, what do you mean? In the comfort of my own home, I couldn't ask for anything better. I also struggle with commitment to a set. So I find that breaking up sets really helps me when I do my little weights. So instead of doing 20 squats in a row, I'll do 10 squats now and I'll do 10 squats later. Whatever works for you, do it. You don't have to do a 10-step girly fitness routine that you see on TikTok. Like, they've perfected that for themselves. So you find something that you enjoy, do it. Stick with it. Cutting out alcohol has been a massive good thing for me. Oh my God. I've never been a heavy drinker of alcohol in my whole entire life. Never loved it. I can probably count on my one hand how many times I've actually been drunk in my life. And most of those times were in a peer pressure scenario because at the time my friends could not accept that I didn't drink. I decided a few years ago that I would permanently not drink ever again because I never enjoyed it. It didn't tickle my fancy. It never gave me any value of life. It made me feel sick. It made me feel horrible. Alcohol is so easily accepted and accessible, yet the payoff is so not worth it. You feel disgusting the next day. You feel sick. Your tummy is in shambles. Your head is throbbing like there's no tomorrow. And you've pretty much written off your whole day if you have gone to that extent. And not to mention the long-term effects of alcohol. As somebody who has grown up with alcoholics, I am more than happy to waive alcohol goodbye. Like, see you later, I'm not gonna miss you. And in a setting where there is alcohol, you know, I'll sit there with my Coke Zero or my lemon lime and bitters and I still have the best time ever. And my friends now really vibe with that. They don't care that I don't drink. They're still gonna have a good time with me whether I drink or not. Like, it's just, love it. I'm not saying that you specifically need to cut out alcohol in order to become your best self. I'm not here to shame anybody that does drink, absolutely not. But me specifically, I have no desire to keep alcohol around and it doesn't really align with the habits that I'm trying to build and it just does not bring any value to my life. Like, it makes me feel horrible. Like, yeah, that's my 2 cents on cutting out alcohol. Prioritizing date night. Now, you can do this as a single Pringle because prioritizing time for both yourself and your friends is so important and a lot of people do not realize that. But for the sake of this habit, I'm going to be talking about me, myself, and the relationship that I am in. We have been dating now for 5 years. And when you get that far into a relationship, you will start to notice that other things take priority, like your work life, your social life, your independence is needed, absolutely. Sometimes you're too tired to do anything, or life just gets into more of a routine and it starts to feel a bit boring. That's completely okay and normal and so freaking realistic, and I feel like nobody talks about it. We live and spend most of our weekends together with our friends, so we see each other a lot of the time, but not so much focused on just the two of us. So this is where prioritizing date night comes into play. It's really important to continue to date your partner even after 5 years. And I know that sounds so obvious. As I said before, it's so easy for life to get in the way and it's completely normal. Having that time uninterrupted, just the two of you, focused on each other, no phones, nothing else, just you two, is so important for a relationship. So Tyler and I have dedicated at least one night a week, whether it's staying at home, watching a movie, cooking like homemade pizzas or something, or going out and being goofs together, whatever it is, we have dedicated that time for each other and it is so important. So I gotta stop chef kissing. Or if you're not in a relationship, dedicate some time to your friends because friendships are equally as important, and also dedicate some time for yourself because dating yourself is just the foundation of everything. My next habit is consciously creating joy in my day, aka romanticizing the little moments. The way your coffee tastes in the morning, the way the light leaks through the window, the way the birds are sounding in the morning, the way the colors paint the sky when the sun rises and sets. We get so caught up in our daily life that we stop noticing the beauty in the small things and may not believe it, but it can actually impact us negatively. For example, we all drink coffee to feel alive. Instead of focusing on the caffeine it gives, focus on the warmth and the taste of it. And 9 out of 10 times, you will feel so much better when you focus on the warmth and the taste instead of the caffeine it gives you. Like, it's more of an appreciative thing instead of being like, oh my God, this thing's gonna make me alive. It's all about making the most mundane thing in your routine so extra and so aesthetic for your little heart only. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. Like, instead of making round pancakes, make little stars or little hearts. Maybe try eating breakfast in a different spot, maybe in the sun or in, you know, was going to say your bathroom. Don't eat breakfast in your bathroom. I mean, maybe. Or simply putting music on while you're doing the most boring task ever. It'll make you feel more alive. It'll make you feel like you're in a movie. You'll just feel so good. Honestly, it is a game changer for me, and it has helped make my days so much happier and so much better. Remember when TikTok and YouTube were so obsessed with skincare routines and everyone had to have a 10-step skincare routine, otherwise you weren't going to have perfect skin or your acne wasn't going to go away if you didn't do your 10-step skincare routine? I fell victim to it as well, and I had the whole skincare routine. I had the double cleanse, the toner, the mask, the serum, the moisturizer, the hydrating cream, like I had so much that I was putting on my face that my skin was screaming at me to stop because I was so clogged up. If you watch my old videos, I have something going on around here. Like I've either got a big bulbous blind pimple or I've got like so many little breakouts on my face. And now I've got makeup on, but like she's so much better. I've got a little pimple down here. It's only a year ago where I decided to actually research into my skin type, which is Sahara Desert Crispy Dry Skin, only to find out I didn't even need any of that shit. I don't need to double cleanse in the morning. I don't need a toner for dry skin. That's just going to dry me out more. I only need a simple hydrating moisturizer and a serum. I do double cleanse at the end of the day to take off my makeup because obviously that's very important. You know, we don't want the makeup on our face at the end of the day. And I do use an eye cream now because I am 25. Oh, and a sunscreen. I do use a sunscreen as well, very important. But my skin is thanking me now that I only have 4 things that I put on my face and then makeup, obviously. So it's actually worth researching into what your skin type actually needs and even seeing a dermatologist if you want to go that far. But I kind of did like trial and error and found what worked for my skin. So it's definitely worth researching and trying products that are actually within your skin type and not just whatever is trending, because at the end of the day, our skin is the largest organ that we have. It covers our whole entire body and we gotta look after it. I am a procrastinator. I am a lazy bitch. And I am a victim to doom scrolling.
Doom scrolling. Doom scrolling. I'm doom scrolling.
This silly little app here, Habit Tracker, has helped me so much. And this is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I wish it was because I need to buy some hair care and it's so expensive. Basically, it is an app that tracks your habits, obviously. These are my habits here. I've got weights, walking, steps, bedtime, and water. Up the top, it tells me what I've done for the week. So, for example, on Saturday, I did 8,000 steps. Did I really? And I did 1 walk and I did 1 weight set thing. The best thing about this app is the fact that it sends me notifications, and you can set it up at any time, whenever, whatever. And I have it send me notifications to drink my water, go to bed early, go for a walk, in the nicest way possible. Another cool feature about this app, I feel like this needs to be sponsored, but it's not, is the fact that it comes with a widget. You see that little thing there? It's so cute. It's so aesthetic. You can change the colors and make it more to your liking as well. I love that it sends me notifications, and I feel like it's the only thing that's actually got me progressing with my habits. Like I want to walk 3 times a week, and that helps remind me to do that. Making the bed every day. I sound like a mother, like
make sure you make your bed every day.
I'm in my mother era. Oh my God. Making your bed helps start your day off on the right foot because you've already completed a task before breakfast. And that feels really good on the inside. So if you've done a task before breakfast, you are more than likely to complete the rest of your responsibilities for the day because you've already done one. You just gain this sense of accomplishment, and it really sets the tone for your day. And I don't know, I just feel really good when I make my bed because the bed is the heart of your room. If your bed is made, I feel like your room looks nice and tidy and clean. Even if you don't do much for the day, like you've been working all day or you've been resting all day, you still made your bed. You've still completed a task, and you should be very proud of yourself. I am that person that is impossible to get a hold of very quickly because my phone is on Do Not Disturb, and I'm not even mad about it. I am very easily distracted, and if I see something pop up on my phone, I am gonna check it. I'm just conditioned. My brain is like, ooh, somebody wants me. And then 9 out of 10 times I will start doing something irrelevant for the next hour. Like, why am I like this? But if I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, I can counteract that and do everything that I need to do, not even think about my phone until I need it again. And it's so amazing. Probably not amazing for someone who needs to contact me. You can even customize it now with different settings, so you can have it on Do Not Disturb but still have messages come through in case of emergency. Like, it's super helpful, and honestly, it has been a game changer for my life, obviously, which is why it's on the list. Okay. This one is a big one. Going to therapy and not letting my mental health get the best of me. For 2 years, I was so mentally unwell to the extent where I couldn't leave the house. I couldn't eat properly. I couldn't function properly. Like, anxiety had me locked away from the world, and I feel like I lost a massive part of my life because of it. So I made a promise to myself that I would never ever fall back into that rut ever again. And I know it's hard because with anxiety and with mental health, it is unavoidable to not fall into a rut sometimes. It happens, but I feel like with focusing on my diet and focusing on the exercises that I learned within therapy and going to therapy and just overall trying to better my life, I will not fall into that rut, that extent of a rut ever again. Before this 2-year rut, I was one of those people that had the mindset of, I don't need help, I can deal with this myself, while I was slowly deteriorating into an anxious mess. And I feel like therapy was the one thing that actually dragged me out of it. Therapy is so personal and it's catered to your needs and the things that you are going through, and I cannot recommend it enough. I love therapy. And you don't even have to be mentally ill or going through something traumatic to go to therapy. Like, if you just want to go there to talk about something going on in your life, it is great. It is so good to talk to somebody about what is going on, because if you hold it in and you let it build up, it is just going to eat you from the inside out without you ever knowing until it's too late. Take it from me. I understand it all too well, and it's horrible. It is a horrible thing to deal with. Like, I was in the deepest of deep, and I never want to get back to that place ever again. I feel like I will always be dealing with anxiety. Like, it's not going to go away. But at least now I have my life back with added safety measures and boundaries in place, but that is completely fine. That's so much better than what it was. And if you are going through something similar, or you know someone going through something similar, I'm going to leave some resources down in the description below, and also a little note for you. So stay strong, bestie. You've got this. Spending time in nature. Now, this sounds really basic and, like health guru kind of vibes, but hear me out. Every morning, I love going outside while the kettle is boiling or while my toast is cooking. And I love watering my little veggie garden. It's like my little grandma moment, like healing in a child. No, healing in a grandma. I will go inside and make my breakfast and make my coffee, and then I will return to the outside world and just soak in the sun and the fresh air. And it makes such a difference in comparison to if I just stayed inside and went back to my room to work. It's such a massive difference there, and it shows. So here is why spending time in nature is so important for you. It encourages joy and calm emotions. It relieves stress and anxiety. Sunlight provides vitamin D, which is obviously very good for you. Get that D. And getting the natural light in the morning will also help wake you up, because it's like a natural instinct thing. Like, have you seen those sunrise lamps? They're so good for you, apparently. I don't have one. I'd like to have one. Apparently, if you wake up with the natural light, it helps you feel less fatigue and less shitty in the morning like a zombie. So I could probably get one of them, actually. You ever wonder why your skin feels so tight and you feel so sluggish, even though you've had your morning shower, your morning coffee, and you've gone out into the sun to feel alive, but you still feel so tired? Baby, you are probably dehydrated. Since learning that water helps with energy levels and helps fight fatigue, I do not miss my morning sip. Like, I'm not a scientist, so I'm not gonna, give you the numbers or anything. But there was research where drinking a glass of water in the morning, first thing in the morning, before you do anything else, before you have breakfast, coffee, it helps boost your mood, it helps boost your metabolism. Plus, water is so good for your hair and your skin and just your overall health in general. Like, there's no downside to water. And if you think about it, liquid is transferred through your whole body. It goes all through the things, and it comes out the liver and then comes out your bladder, the rest. And the liver is the thing that releases the toxins and the nasties out of our body. And if you're not getting enough water, the nasties and the toxins actually build up in your body and can actually lead to illnesses, and your body doesn't want to function properly. But the importance of water and the impact it has on your overall health and your body and the way that you function is way too important to miss out on. If I don't get enough water in my day, I can honestly feel it. Like, I feel so sluggish, I feel so disgusting, and I do not feel good. So take it from me, drink your water, kids. This might be a hard to swallow pill for some, but this is the habit that has changed my life for the better, that has helped me become my dream self. Learning how to be alone and loving it is so vital for you, your goals, your relationships. Being alone does not mean that you are the loneliest person on the planet and you have no social interaction and you're so lonely. Like, ugh. It actually means that you are content with your own company and that you don't need validation from others to feel happy or important in life. Like, you can give that to yourself. Being alone allows you to figure out who you are and what you like in life without the opinions of everyone else influencing your decision. So good. There I am, chef kissing again. It also allows you to detach from everything in your life and reflect on which ones actually bring value to your life, because you're not afraid to be alone. You have yourself. That's all that matters. Learning to love my alone time has been one of the best things I've ever done for myself, but it has also been the hardest thing ever. As they say, If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. Thankfully, for your sake, I have actually made a whole video that's going to help you out, and you can watch it right here, right now, because it is the end of the video. You have learnt the habits that will level up your life. You will be able to reinvent yourself, become the baddest of the bad. I want to hear what has helped you the best. So let me know down below in the comments what has been the habit that has helped you out. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you guys. I will see you in my video next Sunday. So bye.